Hey, it's your girl Nola Queenie, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a dedicated video regarding my fibroids diagnosis. I know that I have mentioned it several times in my previous vlogs, but I wanted to make a dedicated video in hopes that this can help someone else. I really don't know where to begin, but this video is going to track the progress of my surgery and my recovery. Going along the 6 weeks recovery process. So I'm going to start and fast forward to last year. During the pandemic, I realized that I gained a lot of weight, which is normal. I wasn't doing my regular activity. It didn't pay me any mind because I was stuck at home quarantining. It wasn't until I started having female issues. My period was unusually very heavy, and my cramping was very horrible. My cramping was so horrible till I couldn't even bear it. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It was worse than contractions. So it started off with my period. It was really heavy, clotting. I mean, serious clotting and just horrible cramps. So I started wearing overnight pads literally every single period. And I was wearing overnight pads for day 1 and day 2 of my cycle. Again, the only way I can describe it is as contractions. I've never experienced those type of cramps before in my entire life. So secondly, I decided to go on a weight loss journey. Just because I was getting back into the groove of things. The world was opening back up. I'm an actor, so I have to stay in shape. And I was just, gaining weight in certain places. I was very comfortable with the way I looked. It's just I wasn't able to fit a lot of my clothes, and I didn't want to buy a whole new wardrobe, although I was buying new clothes. So it started as me on a weight loss journey. And yeah, I don't have anything negative to say about my weight loss journey. It was a slow process, but I assumed it was going to be slow. I didn't think losing weight was an overnight thing. So on my journey of losing weight, I decided to do intermediate fasting. So I was starting on intermediate fasting, and like day 3 of my intermediate fasting, I went to the bathroom and I couldn't really empty my bladder. And I don't know how to explain it. I really had to use the bathroom. I went to the bathroom to get relief, and it just kind of stopped and trickled. Then I thought I had basically a bladder infection. So I contacted my doctor and let her know what was going on, and she prescribed me something for a bladder infection. I had already been having issues of constipation, and I saw my primary care doctor, and she basically said that I didn't have enough fibroid in my diet, and she told me what to eat, and basically a little powder to put in my drink if I needed to use the bathroom. I was literally taking like detox pills just so I can go to the bathroom. Yeah, it was just that bad. But I wasn't really making bowel movements as much as I thought I should. So I started eating better, and little by little, I started to have a little progress with bowel movements, but not as it should. So I had an appointment with my gynecologist, and she scheduled me for a bladder ultrasound. And last year I was already having these issues, just basically with horrible periods and painful cramps. And I went to the emergency room because of my flow and how heavy it was. And basically the emergency room doctor just had horrible bedside manners and just briefly said, "Oh, you have fibroids. Yeah, eventually you're going to have to, it's going to get bigger and it's going to get worse, and you're going to have to get it up." So I didn't really understand what that meant. My primary care doctor, well, my OBGYN, the follow up with her, it was just not really a serious subject. So back to this year, um, my OBGYN, because I was having so many issues, not urinated, constipation, just pain during periods, she scheduled the ultrasound of my bladder. And so, my apologies, she scheduled an ultrasound. She scheduled an ultrasound, and the ultrasound showed that I had huge fibroids. Um, Count the last time I checked, it was two of them the size of grapefruit with a bunch of small ones around it, and it's basically in my uterus. It's really huge. My uterus is extremely large. Basically like a 4 or 5 month pregnant woman. Um, while getting the ultrasound tech saw that my bladder had debris in it. And I'm assuming it's because I wasn't fully emptying. So my OBGYN then scheduled uh what do you call it? An ultrasound of my bladder. And so by then, I had already started the transition to eating better. I started doing herbal therapy, natural healing for my fibroids, hoping to kind of shrink them because my OBGYN had asked me, did I want to get a hysterectomy? And initially, I didn't want a hysterectomy. So the other option she was telling me was to get the fibroids removed by a certain procedure, but they could possibly grow back. And so I just went on a journey of natural healing just to see if my fibroids would shrink on its own. So during that process, when it was time to go get my ultrasound of my bladder was perfect. It was clear. It was empty. Praise God for that. There weren't any mass in my bladder. So yeah, after that, I followed up. I went home and did a lot of thinking, thinking and thinking. My mom recently passed away last year due to colon cancer complications, and my mother took a very good care of herself. Her first round, she went into remission, and she did absolutely well. It came back full force, and rest in peace to my mom. So this go round with me, I was just thinking to myself, I want to make the best decision for my family. If I just got the fibroids removed from my uterus, 6 years later I would have to do it again. 6 years later it could be something else. And I factored in the fact that 6 years ago I had a dermoid cyst on my ovary. So I'm prone to cysts, dermoid cysts, and things of growth. Yeah, so I was just thinking, Lakeisha, you had surgery 6 years ago to remove a dermoid cyst the size of a golf ball. Now you have these huge fibroids growing in your uterus. What's going to happen 6 years later? So I was thinking about that, and I'm 40 now, so 6 years later I will be 46. So I just didn't want to have another surgery. I've already had several surgeries. I had an appendectomy when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I had an ectopic pregnancy, which I had to go in and get a laparoscopic procedure to remove the remains. I also had the dermoid cyst removed, and I had a C-section. So I've had several surgeries, and my body, I just couldn't. I didn't want to put that on my body again. I'm a fairly healthy woman, but I literally couldn't, chance having another surgery, or my kids making that decision for me because I can't. Um, there are several options. If you're in the same situation as I am, I'm 40 years old. My fibroids are really, really, really large. I do have two kids, 21 and 16 years old. Um, I did plan on not having any more kids. Um, Simply because my partner, he has kids and I have kids. And yeah, that part I wasn't really concerned about because I knew I didn't want to have kids, but I just didn't want to get a hysterectomy because, I didn't, that's a part of me, that's a part of womanhood, and I didn't want to go into menopause. So yeah, I'm going to insert photos of my stomach. I have photos from like last year, this year when I lost 15 pounds during the whole process of 7 months on my health journey. I spoke a little bit about that on my vlogs as well. I know I'm rambling, so I'm going to insert a few pictures of my stomach during this process. My stomach is still unusually large, although I lost 15 pounds in counting. Um, and I just feel the heaviness. I'm so used to walking around with my stomach sucked in to I don't even realize that I'm sucked in. But when I let it go, I can feel the heaviness. And when I'm laying on my back, I can kind of feel the heaviness and the pressure and the mass. Again, like I lost 15 pounds, still in counting, still working on it. And yeah, the fibroids are still there. It's very dropped very low. So yeah, I decided to get a hysterectomy. My doctor recommended that I didn't get a full hysterectomy simply because she didn't want me to go into menopause so soon. I can go into menopause any day now. I'm in early menopausal stages. Um, if you're in a situation like me and you don't have kids, there's several options that you can take. I'm not a doctor. Please don't take my advice as the advice of a doctor, but it's so many things that you can do if you don't have kids yet, as far as minimizing it. There are some women who have their fibroids removed during childbirth. Um, there's some procedures where they go in and basically use whatever to get the fibroids out of there. Again, I am not a doctor, but there are several options to choose from before you get to the hysterectomy. I just opted to choose the hysterectomy simply because of my medical history of surgeries, my family history of cancer, and I just didn't want to go in and just take the fibroids and it grow back, because there is a chance if I just got the fibroids removed that it would grow back. If I knew this 10 years ago, 20 years ago, if I knew about fibroids, I would most definitely have taken better care of myself. And what I mean about better care of myself is that fibroids basically grow and derive from toxins. And toxins in our skincare, in our makeup, in our food, stress, just the daily environment. And as women, specifically Black women, we use a lot of beauty products and hair products um, that have toxins in it, and it's marketed to us. Not to say white women don't use, Caucasian women, I'm sorry, what's the right terminology? Not to say Caucasian women don't get fibroids, but African American women are affected hardly. Again, our relaxers that we use all growing up and that are introduced to us pretty much since we can talk, they are full of toxins that are just basically leaking into our body. Our makeup, the food that we eat in America is basically not good for us. And again, that gives the fuel to fibroids along with daily stress. Some women, fibroids start off really small and they kind of shrink and melt. Some women, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and we don't know until it's basically too late. And so with that being said, I've been choosing better options, better choices of skincare products, better choices of makeup, better choices of food that I put into my system. I drink a lot of teas, herbal teas and things of that sort. I just try to choose a better option. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or I'm 100% vegan. I would consider myself pescatarian. But yeah, so I've been basically making that transition in my life as far as a better me. If you're 40, you still have hope. Don't use me as an example to get a hysterectomy. You still have hope. If you are younger than me, I pray that you take this experience that I've been going through and many other women have been going through and just use it as a learning tool. Because you can take control of your health. It is not too late as long as you have breath in your body. You can get your health together. So this video is overall is going to track my progress. I'm going to take you guys along with me again throughout the journey. Today is May 22nd, Sunday, 2:49 a.m. in the morning. I am filming getting some work done, filming some content before I have my surgery, which is tomorrow, technically, the 23rd of May. My surgery is, I have to be at the hospital for 7:30 in the morning. And my surgery is for 9:30. I want to give you guys, I'm going to also insert a video as well. I had an appointment with my anesthesiologist the other day, and basically we were going through a few questions about my medical history, if I was allergic to anesthesia in the past surgeries. They did some blood work just to see what my blood type was and things of the sort, and basically want to give me pre-surgery instructions. So I was instructed to not eat anything after 9 o'clock today, and to kind of beef up on fluids. They stated that more fluids and Gatorade could really help me through the surgery process and not be nauseated from the anesthesia. They also gave me a solution to bathe my body with, preferably my stomach, the area where I will be having surgery. I am supposed to bathe the night before as well as the morning of. And the morning of, I am to not drink anything after I leave the house, so I can wake up and have some Gatorade and some water. But once I leave, I can't eat or drink anything. Trying to think of anything else. Yeah, I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to go home the same day or next day. My doctor did let me know that the laparoscopic procedure, which is about 3-4 little holes, that normally is the procedure to remove the fibroids or have a hysterectomy. But if she finds that it is scar tissue and she can't get to the fibroids, she's just basically going to cut me. She's going to basically cut me kind of where my surgery cut was, but she says she's going to make sure it's pretty. So it means she's not going to gut me. Yeah, I'm hoping that I don't have to get cut because that is a longer recovery. If I get cut, that is a 6 weeks recovery, just like a C-section. But if I get the laparoscopic procedure, which is a few holes, my recovery will be a few weeks. I won't be 100% into 6 weeks, but I will be able to get up and move and have a regular life after 2 weeks. Again, I'm a fairly healthy person. All of my blood work came back a-okay. The only thing is my blood showed a little bit of acute inflammation. I think that's what it said. And that could be stress. That could be a sore throat, a minor cold. It could be anything. But all of my blood work was in the green. My doctor didn't tell me that anything was wrong. I'm good to go for surgery. Yeah, so I am going to pack my overnight bag just in case I have to stay over night. In my overnight bag, I'm going to put most likely a overnight sanitary napkin in there because I'm pretty sure by me having a full hysterectomy, not a partial hysterectomy, that I'm going to have some kind of discharge. I'm pretty sure the hospital is going to give me something, but I want to have a clean nightgown, clean socks, clean underwear, um, just to be as comfortable as I can. My partner is going to come with me. The doctor did state that I had to have somebody come with me and somebody watch over me for 24 hours after my surgery. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that I can let you guys know about. The next clip is most likely going to be the morning of my surgery, and then I'm going to update you guys on the process week by week and let you all know how I'm feeling, how the surgery went, how everything's going with my progress. If you all have any questions, you probably won't see this video until about 6 weeks after my surgery. I hope this video helped. Like I said, if you're going through the same thing that I'm going through, you are absolutely not alone. I wish that we were educated more about fibroids. That way we wouldn't have to suffer so much from fibroids. But fibroids can begin as such as a heavy period. That's all I can explain, like really heavy period and blood clots, missed periods, abnormal periods, that all can be signs of fibroids. Don't let your symptoms go to blind side. Don't convince yourself that, oh, you need rest. Oh, I must have pulled something. We have all kind of things that we basically try to convince ourselves. And then even the doctors and people tell us that what we're feeling is really not happening. As African American women, we are generally strong women, so we can push through a lot of pain and a lot of rough times, but not knowing that we're actually going through something. We're actually going through a change. We have something actually wrong with us. So don't let the doctors or anybody tell you that what's happening is not happening and that we're crazy. Check on yourself. Make sure you have a primary care doctor. Make sure you have an OBGYN, a team of doctors that care about you and your health, and ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. That's all I can say. So yeah, now we're gonna jump into the day of my surgery, and I pray you guys are blessed and loved, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. Hey guys, so today is May 20th. I am headed to my pre-admit appointment for my surgery that's on the 23rd. I am a bit nervous, but not too nervous because I've had a few other previous surgeries for previous issues. Hey guys, so I am done with my basically my anesthesia consultation for my surgery in a few days. So they just asked me all the questions about my previous surgeries, if I had any issues with anesthesia and their sort. They took some blood. They gave me my pre-surgery instructions and a few of my after-surgery instructions. So basically, I don't know if I'm going home the same day or the next day. If I get the laparoscopic surgery, then I'll go home that day. But if I have to get a bigger cut, I have to stay overnight. So yeah, that's the thing. They also instructed me to bath with this certain soap, as well as
not to eat or drink anything after 9 p.m. the day before my surgery. And the only thing that I can drink the morning of my surgery is water or Gatorade. Before I leave the house, my surgery is for 9:30 a.m. And I have to be at the hospital for 7:30 a.m. So yeah, it was just basically signing paper, checking to see my general health right now. My medical history is pretty A100 besides this. So yeah, that was my consult on today. Yeah, and now I'm going home to prepare my house for my long, hopefully not too long, journey of recovery. And I'll keep you guys updated, of course. Good morning. Today is May 23rd, the morning of my surgery. I was instructed to drink Gatorade before I leave the house and nothing after, just to help with the nausea and vomiting of the anesthesia. I was also instructed to use this kind of surgical wash the day before my surgery and the morning of, just to make sure there's no bacteria in the area. So yeah, I have instructions from the hospital. Basically, that's pretty much it for the morning of. We're about to head to the hospital, so I'll check in with you guys later. We are headed to the hospital. Time of arrival, 6:48. I have to bring in a sample of my pee. Hey guys, so this is day 2 after my surgery. They ended up keeping me overnight because my surgery lasts longer than they expected. The day of my surgery, my doctor said the surgery went well. It just took her longer because the fibroids were the size of a 16-week pregnant woman. She made 3 incisions. She was unable to get my uterus out through my canal, my vaginal canal. So it took her longer because she had to kind of chop it up and get it out. For the most part, the gas they filled up to make my stomach bigger for them to see it is making it even worse. The trap gas was giving me the most pain. Yeah, so this is day 2, March 24th. I'll show you guys my incision. Like I said, I have a lot of trapped gas. I can feel the gas. She made 3 incisions, one right here, one right here, and one right here. She told me that I can take the band-aid off, but this was going to fall off in about a week and a half to 2 weeks. And she said the incisions also had stitches in the inside as well. So here's my stomach. Very, very, very swollen and full of air. I can just feel the trap gas moving around. I've been walking a lot. The first day at the hospital that night, they said I slept a little long after my anesthesia. I went into surgery at about 9 a.m. was the last clock I looked at. And then next thing you know, it was 6 o'clock. So the surgery was about 4 or 5 hours. I was in recovery for a few hours. And they say I slept really long. I didn't come out of it for quite a few hours. But the only thing right now is the trapped gas is giving me a horrible pain. The medicine keeps me pretty comfortable. It doesn't take the pain away 100%, but it's just the trapped gas that makes it so horrible. The nurses and doctors were really, really, really amazing. So I'll check in with you guys in about a week. Today is May 25th. I'm about to attempt to take a shower, but I want to show you guys how the swelling is from one of my incisions. Severely swollen. This is the other incision. Really swollen. So I'm about to attempt to take a bath, a shower. But I just wanted to show you guys the amount of swelling. Hey you guys, so this is day 4 of my recovery, and I wanted to show you the swelling around one of my incisions. As you can see, it's also a lot of bruising. My doctor told me that I can take the band-aid off, but this strip right here is to leave it on. It's going to fall off on its own, or when I see it mostly coming off, just to take it off. But I just want to show you guys how it's severely bruised. My other incisions, this incision isn't as bruised. This one feels slightly bruised, but definitely not as much as this one. This one I can really feel the swelling and I can see the bruising. Hey y'all, hey, so this is May 30th, day 6 after my surgery. Today I'm feeling really, really good. The bloating is going down tremendously. I find I'm in more pain when I try to do the most, which is what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to wash dishes, wash and fold clothes, little by little, get to my regular routine. And I just get tired really, really, really fast. Extremely fast. Like my heart races a lot. I get memory fogs often from the anesthesia, which that is normal. So I'll be going through that for a few months, but generally I'm feeling really good. Still tender in my incision areas. Right now I'm kind of taking it easy um, because I did quite a bit today as well, which I have to cough. When I cough, I try to cough softly because it hurts to cough. But yeah, I had to film an audition today, which kind of had me on my feet for some time. I didn't lift anything or anything, but it's just amazing how much you use your ab muscles when you don't think you're using your ab muscles. So yeah, standing, you're really using your ab muscles. But I'm feeling good. I'm eating a normal diet. I am using the bathroom on my own, peeing and pooping, which feels amazing, amazing relief. So yeah, this is day 6 after my surgery, May 30th. So I'll check in with you guys in another week. Hey y'all, hey, so this is day 10 after my surgery. This is June 2nd. Today I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I don't know what else to say about that, but my incisions, I'm not as in pain as I was. Last night I didn't take my narcotics, so I'm grateful for that. I am still on ibuprofen 800s and alternating with, I forget the other medication, Tylenol. I'm alternating with Tylenol just because to make sure I'm not inflamed. Tylenol, alternating with ibuprofen helps with inflammation. So I'm going to wean myself off of the narcotic, which I wasn't taking a lot anyway. I was only taking it at night to sleep. But I think I'm going to be pretty good with the ibuprofen 800s and alternating with the ibuprofen. This is around the time I would have gotten my period. I've only been spotting. I've been having a little bit of hot flashes, but I've been having that for quite some time. But my hot flashes are kind of like more intense now. But yeah, this is right around the time I would get my period, and I've only been spotting. So yeah, I'm still eating, but I'm portion sizing. I've always portion sized. My surgery didn't interfere with my appetite, but I've always portion sized my meals. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. I'll pop in and give you guys any changes along the way. Hey y'all, hey, so this is a really quick update and a little bit of TMI. Y'all, ever since these horrific fibroids were removed and the pressure has come off of my colon, y'all, I've been using the bathroom doing a number 2. I've been pooping so amazingly. I'm trying not to be gross, but like, I don't remember the last time something literally just ran straight through me. Like, years. Like, I remember the years as soon as I ate, within an hour or 2 later, I'm literally in the bathroom, pooping every other day. Like, it was the norm. I remember times when coffee would just immediately run me to the bathroom, which was okay with me. And I haven't used the bathroom like that in a while without me actually forcing it or doing something to, to use the bathroom, like a detox or drinking something that, made me go. Like, I don't remember not forcing it. Ever since, this is week 2 and it's getting better and better. I started immediately getting relief after my surgery. Immediately. And I know I mentioned to you guys before, my surgeon basically said that I was so compacted, full of, like, I was so compacted. And so she prescribed me something to take for that, but I didn't really want to take narcotics, ibuprofen, Tylenol, and stuff to make me poop. I didn't take the prescription, but I did do a enema for like 4 days. I did do an enema for like 4 days just because I was in so much pain from bloating and just being just
full of it. So I did take an enema, which kind of helped me with cleansing out. But throughout the days, just me drinking a lot of water, eating fruits and veggies, I literally flushed so amazingly. So I just want to come in and give you guys that little gross update. Hey y'all, hey, so I am back. This is day 14. So I am 2 weeks post op of my surgery and I am feeling absolutely amazing. I know I said I was going to document up to 6 weeks, but like honestly, my second week I'm feeling amazing. But I am going to complete this documentation. So today again, I'm feeling super amazing. A lot of my swelling has gone down tremendously. A lot of the gas has gone down. I am still getting really, really, really tired throughout the day. Throughout the day, if I try to do any activity, honestly, just a shower gets me worn out. But I am still feeling amazing. I am no longer taking my narcotics. I don't feel the need to, but I am still taking my ibuprofen 800s and alternating with the Tylenol. So that is keeping me about 80 to 90% pain free. I still can feel a little pain when I try to do too much stretching, reaching for things. So I try not to do that much. I am back to fitting my jeans. I try not to have anything tight on every day. I wear loose fitting clothing most of the time, but today I had some things to film, so I am wearing stretchable jeans, not button jeans. These are like the flexible elastic jeans. But yeah, another thing is and I'm going to elaborate this. I dropped about 5 pounds, and this is the reason why I did get a hysterectomy along with removing my fibroids, as you guys already know. And your uterus is removed during a hysterectomy. So a normal uterus is about 2 pounds, and as far as my fibroids, they were the size of a 16-week pregnant woman. So give or take, I'm going to say 2 to 3 pounds for that. So that's why my weight loss kind of like dropped about 5 pounds, but I am still essentially the same weight. It's just the fact that I no longer have a uterus and I no longer have those fibroids. Um, so yeah, today again, amazing. My appetite is still really good. I don't really eat that much anyway, but my appetite is really good. I'm feeling good. I had a road trip yesterday. I was able to sit through the road trip without any issues. Again, I have my ibuprofen in my system every 8 hours. A few times I went past the 8 hours, so I can see myself kind of weaning off of that as well, but not too soon. Like my recovery is still 6 weeks, so it's just 2 weeks, and I know the way I'm feeling is because, of my meds. I'm not gonna wean off of my medication, my ibuprofen, until probably the next week or so. I maybe start weaning off of that. But as far as my incisions, the swelling has gone down, the bruising has gone down tremendously as well. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of my stomach. All right, so this is my incisions. I took the band-aid off. My doctor said this can come off in about 2 weeks, but I'm really scared to take it off right now. But this is basically still a little bloated, and honestly I had a pouch, so I'm not gonna say that all this is bloating. But yeah, as you can see, my stomach went down tremendously from the bloating. But again, I was always a little thickums right here. So my jeans kind of stretch, and I kind of put it over my incisions and not to put it on my incisions. So pretty much to the naked eye, it doesn't really look like I had surgery. But yeah, one thing I did notice is that now I can really visibly see my previous surgery scars. Before I couldn't, I had so much big of a pouch, I couldn't see below that pouch for quite some time. And now I kind of see like my old appendectomy scar, my old C-section scars. Like I'm like, what is this? This is new. I've never been able to really see that. And so now that I got the fibroid removed, I can see down there a little bit more. But yeah, basically overall, week 2, everything is well. So I will give you guys another update in another week. So I don't remember if I told you guys how I've been coping with my hysterectomy. My boyfriend got me this cute puppy. His name is Royal, and I love him so much. He is a Shih Tzu. Say hi, Royal. He is so feisty. Yes, this is how I have been coping. I've been taking care of a baby. Aw, say hi, baby. Oh, he wants to get down and play. Yes, this is my baby. And I love him so much. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Hey guys, so I am a few days short of being 1 month post-op. And I'm feeling amazing. I'm no longer taking my pain medicine. Feeling great. I just took off my bandages. I actually was supposed to take it off after about a week and a half to 2 weeks, but I was really afraid. But I should have taken it off sooner. But I have taken my bandages off. Let me show you guys. So this one right here, maybe because I wasn't taking my bandage, I didn't take my bandage off when it got wet. It kind of like, made a little irritation there. I should have let it air out. But my other incision is right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. And this is the one that was kind of really bruised. It's still actually bruised. But that is the incision right there, and the bruising is about right here. But yeah, so I've been still wearing loungewear, super loose, and big and comfortable. I haven't been wearing anything extremely tight around my stomach. Like I said, the only thing I wish I would have done was taking my bandages off sooner. Because yeah, of course, by me having it on since my surgery, that it wasn't very sterile to keep on. I should have taken it off sooner, and I maybe wouldn't have gotten that little irritation and the spreading of that irritation. But yeah, besides that, I have been doing well. I actually just went back to work a few days ago on set. Nothing really stressful. I wasn't carrying anything heavy or anything like that. The only thing is I'm still getting really tired. I get tired really quick. I went out yesterday for a little bit of shopping, and I was so beat throughout the rest of the day. But yeah, everything is fine. Um, I'm good to go. I'm still gonna do very light duties because I still have 2 more weeks left. And then I have a doctor's appointment, and then prayerfully my doctor's going to release me to start back exercising. So yeah, this is my few days short of 1 month post-op. I am feeling good. My diet is normal. I'm using the bathroom regularly, urinating regularly. Yeah, so that's it for my 1 month update. Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl, and I am you. Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl, and I am back with the final chapter of my vlog after my fibroid hysterectomy surgery. This is actually week 6 and I am feeling amazing. I have been giving you guys my updates week to week, being transparent with you all, and this is the final week. My only the only thing I want to add to the final part of my vlog that I didn't mention before, I know a lot of you ladies may be asking, did I miss my period? Am I having any discharges? How is my sex life after my hysterectomy? Honestly, when it was time for my period to come down, I actually had a discharge, but it was like I was on my last day of my period. I don't know if that makes sense, but I didn't get a period, but I did have kind of cramping, but it was like I was on my last day of my period, like I was leaving my period, so I didn't have it at all, to make it short. As far as discharges throughout the month, it was normal. It didn't have an odor at all. Everything seemed to be a-okay. So right now I am actually at a getaway. I am off the radar, at peace, collecting my thoughts after my surgery. Yeah, just getting away from everything. I know you guys are wondering, what is my sex life like after my hysterectomy? And all I can say is, your girl is all good. I'm not having any issues. Everything went right back to normal. Praise God. I'm so grateful that my surgery was a success. So I'm a happy girl. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to my journey. I pray that you make the right decision that's best for you. Leave a message in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.